It was between making a Parasyte philosophy video on what it means to be human and what's in an OP of Parasyte. And I chose what's an OP of Parasyte over the meaning of what being human is. Before I start, I want to give credit to Mother's Basement for doing the what's in an OP idea first. I wanted to give proper credit because I didn't want it to look like I stole his video ideas. I just did this video because he didn't have a what's in the OP Parasyte and I really wanted to see it, so I just decided to make it myself. By the way, I did not spell Parasyte wrong, that's the way the book spelled, so then they could copyright it. Also, if you haven't seen Parasyte, go check it out on Netflix, and make sure that you've seen the OP before you watch this video. I'll have a link in the description and it's only about a minute long. Without further ado, let's begin. The OP starts with the pods of the Parasytes falling down from the sky, further pushing the theory that the Parasytes come from God in the heavens above. Let's zoom out and we see countless pods falling down onto a city, showing just how many Parasytes there are. It also seems like a representation of snow falling down from the sky, meaning death, or a representation of the scene with Reiko Tamura's death. Next we see Muruno in a world with color and life, the same way that she sees the world. But when it cuts to the next shot of Shinichi in the same world but with less color and everything scattering, that's a depiction of the way Shinichi sees the world when the Parasytes come down because he knows the truth about them. Next we see a shot of Muruno, then Shinichi layered over each other, and when Shinichi pops up, glass shatters over his head, a metaphor for his mind shattering when he learns about the Parasytes, and after the glass shatters, the two start to move apart, a depiction of the rival Migi starting to make Shinichi less human and drives him away from Muruno. Then we see Shinichi's eyes open as well as one big eye opening that we see through the anime as being Parasyte. This means that the Parasytes are now appearing and awakening into the world, as well as Shinichi awakening to the Parasytes. Now we get to see a title card saying Parasyte, the Maxim, but the important part is the neurosignals in the back. It shows just like how the Parasytes attack the brain. Migi now officially appears. We originally see the world as normal until Shinichi steps into frame, showing that the world is actually a reflection. Shinichi looks down at Migi, then back up to show the actual world is upside down, showing how because of Migi, Shinichi's world is upside down, or how Shinichi isn't grounded because of Migi. There are a lot of buildings and power lines in this OP. They're here to represent human civilization. There's also another thing I've noticed in this OP, but I can't really tell if it's true or not. But the stuff on the right seems to be the truth and the stuff on the left seems to be unaware of what's really going on. Examples we've already seen are Muruno on the right with Shinichi on the left, and Muruno going away to the left while Shinichi comes towards the screen on the right, because Muruno doesn't know about the Parasytes, but Shinichi does. There is a group of people walking down the street with the filter making it look like a dream or a delusion of how people see the world. The screen goes to black and then the same picture appears but with a darker hue, and two of the people's heads are lit up. Those people end up being Parasytes, showing how any person out of the crowd could be a Parasyte and there's no way of you being able to tell. The pre-baby, less knowledgeable Reiko Tamura goes towards the left, while the post-baby, more knowledgeable Reiko Tamura goes towards the right. They move upwards from the city, a metaphor for them rising up and understanding humanity. Butterflies fly up towards the top of the screen. The butterfly is a symbol for life. Next we get to see a pre- and post-baby Reiko Tamura's reaction to life. They both go into Parasyte form, but the pre-baby goes into attack position. More specifically, the position when she wanted to attack Shinichi, while post-baby Tamura goes into a defense position to protect her baby. Now we have a shot of Shinichi underwater. I don't quite know what it's supposed to mean. I think that it could be a metaphor for a uterus because the lyrics are, a human baby, when will they find out? I don't know what it means and I can't really figure it out, so if you know it, put it in the comments, but I do know for sure that it means something. Hideo's shadow moves outward and grows big as a representation of how known his death was. He's also on the right, alluding to the fact that everyone knew the truth about his school murders. We see a mirroring shot of Goto, with his shadow going in and getting smaller, a representation for how he was alone in the forest when he died. He's also on the left, also alluding to the fact that no one knew about his actions. A Parasyte jumps towards the screen. Now we see Kana looking at a giant moon, a representation of Kana's dreams of being saved by Shinichi. She's also on the left of the screen, proving that this is just a dream. Then we see Kana and Shinichi's mother on the right, showing how they couldn't escape the reality and that they're dead. Shinichi's mom's head also splits apart, because she was affected by a Parasyte when she died. Muruno leans back into Shinichi's arms, a metaphor for her trusting him and letting him save her. She also leans back into his arms. This shot is an obvious reference to their sex scene and is a metaphor for her comforting Shinichi like when he was being hunted down. Shinichi falls down a city, a mirror shot to Reiko Tamura going up the city. It's also a metaphor for Shinichi going to the level of the parasites. On his way down, we also see Shinichi's glasses going off, also showing that he's becoming more like a parasite. Next we see a couple shots of some side characters. We have Uragami on the right because he knows about the parasites. Then it's Yuko and Akio, but Akio is upside down because Yuko knows about the parasites, so she's grounded while Akio isn't. Hidokawa is on the right because he knows about the parasites and he's their ally. For some reason the 4 characters are all naked. I think it's to show their humanity. There are 2 shots of Goto. Shinichi lands in a world with 2 sides, a metaphor for the world of the humans and the world of the parasites. This OP ends with a shot of Shinichi against the clouds, showing that he's above the city and that he ended up shooting to the side of humanity. So, that was the Parasite opening, let me hear. Please tell me what you thought in the comments, and make sure to dislike this video. I'm Fancy Guy Enrique. If you don't like Parasite, then you.
You guys do not know this, that we are gifted just for being humans. We are absolute predators. We do not even have any enemies. Maybe there's an animal watching us and thinking that someday we will beat them down. Should bury your fingers when our new favorite clothes that we are. And no doubt, human beings, many small lives, they are born with the threat of dying for someone. A human baby when we'll find out our point, our power. We are winners of earth.
How does my cover of the song sound? You could probably understand it the same as the normal one.